Hunter said the only thing you said to him was, quote, "I hope you know what you're doing."
That's exactly right. He's a grown man. What I meant by that is, I hope you've thought this through. I hope you know exactly what you're doing here.
Meaning what?
That's all I meant. Nothing more than that, because I've never discussed my business or their business, my sons or daughters, and I've never discussed them because they know where I have to do my job and that's it, and they have to make their own judgment.
President-elect Biden's son, Hunter, announcing that he is under federal tax investigation right now.
Well, Wolf, this is an investigation that goes back to 2018.
Do we need a special counsel for Hunter Biden right now? Obviously not. How do we know that? Because an investigation has already been opened on him.
We have great confidence in our son. I am not concerned about any accusations been made against him. It's used to get to me. I think it's kind of foul play, but look, it is what it is, and he's a grown man. He is the smartest man I know.
We have some brand new CNN reporting. A Justice Department investigation on Hunter Biden, the president's son, has intensified over the last several months. The investigation has been going on since 2018.
Multiple sources tell CBS News that the federal investigation into Hunter Biden's business practices is broader than previously known. The probe is exploring whether the younger Biden and his associates violated tax, money laundering, and foreign lobbying laws. In 2017, the year after Joe Biden left the vice presidency, a $1 million retainer was signed with the Chinese energy company.
My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China. I have not had, the only guy made money from China is this guy. He's the only one. Nobody else has made money from China.
People familiar with the federal investigation of Hunter Biden, which he himself disclosed a year and a half ago, say it's broader now than he at first described it.
Federal investigators are reaching a critical decision point on whether or not to charge the president's son, Hunter Biden.
CBS News has confirmed the FBI believes it has enough evidence to charge President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden.
Federal agents investigating Hunter gather what they believe is sufficient evidence to charge him with tax crimes and a false statement for a gun purchase.
The Washington Post, among others, has reported that federal investigators believe they have enough evidence to charge the president's son.
I'm proud of my son. I'm confident that he is, what he says and does are consistent with what happened. I have great confidence in my son.
New NBC News reporting tonight on the potential criminal charges federal prosecutors have considered against the president's son. 3 tax crimes and a charge related to a gun purchase. But after a years-long investigation, no charges have been brought. And now, a new allegation the president's son is getting preferential treatment. The agent has allegedly seen clear conflicts of interest and preferential treatment and politics improperly infecting decisions. 2 senior law enforcement officials describing to NBC News growing frustration inside the FBI because federal investigators finished the bulk of their work about a year ago and suspect political interference is delaying the process.
I want to be very clear here. As you know, the president respects the rule of law. And the independence of the Department of Justice. He believes that's what they should be. In this administration, we believe that it should be independent.
What should we make of these accusations from the whistleblower and the claims from his attorney?
Well, right now, Andrea, they're just accusations. Look, so I wouldn't make too much of it at this point.
First of all, my son's done nothing wrong. I trust him. I have faith in him. And it impacts my presidency by making me feel proud of him.
The IRS removed the entire investigative team from its long-running tax fraud probe of Hunter Biden in a retaliatory move against the whistleblower who alleged a cover-up.
For more than 3 years, the Department of Justice has been investigating the president's son, Hunter Biden, for possible tax crimes. Last fall, FBI sources told us they had sufficient evidence to bring charges. CBS's Jim Axelrod spoke to the IRS agent who is blowing the whistle on what he says was preferential treatment.
Shapley is seeking legal protections from Congress so he can share specifics of his allegations.
There was multiple steps that were slow walked at the direction of the Department of Justice.
Had you ever encountered that before?
I have not, no. These deviations from normal process, and each and every time it seemed to always benefit the subject.
My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China. Because I've never discussed my business or their business, my sons or daughters, And I've never discussed them because they know where I have to do my job and that's it. We have great confidence in our son. He is the smartest man I know, and as long as he's good, we're good. I'm proud of my son. I'm confident that he is what he says and does are consistent with what happened. First of all, my son's done nothing wrong. I trust him. I have faith in him, and it impacts my presidency by making me feel proud of him. You're a damn liar, man. That's not true.